कर्म फाउंडर आचार्य जगत कृष्ण प्रभुपाद की जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिवार आचार्य श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्यामकुंड राधाकुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की गंगा माया यमुना माई की प्रोपार ट्रांसलेटर बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की प्रोपार ट्रांसलेटर प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Sri Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Sri Prabhupada ki Hare Krishna. Welcome to this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So today we are discussing on Canto 4, chapter 25, text number 31. So let's recite this sloka. Pad ananam subru sutara lochanam Pad ananam subru sutara lochanam Byalambe nilalaka brinda sambritam Balalambe nilalaka brinda sambritam Unniyame darsaya bhalgubachakam Unniyame darsaya bhalgubachakam Yadbridaya nabimukam suci smite Yadbrindaya navimukam suci smite Tvad ananam subru sutara lochanam Balalambe nilalaka brinda sambritam Unniyame darshaya bhalgubachakam Yadbridaya navimukam suci smite Tvad ananam subru sutara lochanam Byalambe nilalaka brinda sambritam Unniyame darshaya bhalgubachakam Yadbridaya navimukam suci smite Prabhu Sutara lochanam Byalambe nilalaka brinda sambritam Unniyame darshaya bhalgubachakam Yadbridaya navimukam suci smite Byalambe brinda sambritam Pachakam Yadvedaya navimukam suci smite Tvadananam subru lochanam Benilaka subrita samritam Unniyame bhalgubachakam Yadbridaya navimukam suci smite Mataji Tvadananam subru sutara lochanam Balambe nilalaka brinda samritam Vyame darshaya bhalguvachakam Yadvriddaya navimukam shochishmite. So before going toward translation, we'll say Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Well, let's go to word meaning. Twat, ear, ananam, face, subhrihu, having nice eyebrows, sutara, with nice pupils, locanam, eyes, balambe, scattered, nila, bluish, alaka vrinda, by locks of hair, sambritam, surrounded, uniya, having raised, me, unto me, darsaya, show, bhalgubachakam, having words very sweet to hear, yat, which face, bhridaya, by shyness, na, not, abhimukham, face to face, suchi smite, O woman with lovely smiles. Now let's go to translation and purport. Translation and purport by His Grace, His Divine Grace, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. My dear girl, your face is so beautiful, with your nice eyebrows and eyes, and with your bluish hair scattered about. In addition, very sweet sounds are coming from your mouth. Nonetheless, you are so covered with shyness that you do not see me face to face. I therefore request you, my dear girl, to smile and kindly raise your head to see me. Purport. Such a speech is typical of living entity attracted by the opposite sex. This is called bewilderment occasioned by becoming conditioned by material nature. When thus attracted by the beauty of the material energy, one becomes very eager to enjoy. This is elaborately described in instance of Puranjanas becoming attracted by beautiful woman. In conditional life, the living entity is attracted by a face, eyebrows or eyes, a voice or anything. In short, everything becomes attractive. When a man or woman is attracted by the opposite sex, it doesn't matter whether the opposite sex is beautiful or not. The lover sees everything beautiful in the face of the beloved and thus become attracted. This attraction causes the living entity to fall down in this material world. This is described in Bhagavad Gita 7:27. Ichha doisha samuttena dondam mohena bharata sarva bhutani samham sargayanti parantapa. O shrine of Bharata Arjuna, or conqueror of the foe, all living entities are born into delusion, overcome by the dualities of desire and hate. This condition of life is called avidya. Opposed to this avidya is real knowledge. Sri Upanishad distinguishes between vidya and avidya, knowledge and ignorance. By avidya, ignorance, one becomes conditioned, and by vidya, knowledge, one becomes liberated. Puranjana admits herein that he is attracted by avidya. Now he wishes to see the complete picture of avidya, and so requests the girl to raise her head so that he can see her face to face. He thus wishes to see the various features that make avidya attractive. Om Agna Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Te Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyate Deshatarine Vanchakalpa Tarvasya Kripa Sindhube Vacha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So again welcome to this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So let me read the translation again. My dear girl, your face is so beautiful with your nice eyebrows and eyes, and with your bluish hair scattered about. In addition, very sweet sounds are coming from your mouth. Nonetheless, you are so covered with shyness that you do not see me face to face. I therefore request you, my dear girl, to smile and kindly raise your head to me. So I want to go little bit, backward, to the story what's happening here. So here Narada Muni is instructing, he's saying this story to Prachina Varishat. So Prachina Varishat, although he was already in the time of Banaprastha, but still he was so much attached to his household life. He wasn't leaving the house, and at the same time he was doing many karma kanda activities for his own benefit. So seeing the pitiable condition of Prachina Varishat, so Narada Muni, he gives instruction to him so that he can renounce home timely. So and here he is saying the story of Puranjana. So Puranjana is the allegoric story. So Puranjana, he was a great king. He was a great king, and he had a big kingdom, and he had unlimited material desires, and he was traveling all around the old in search of happiness and to settle in a very peaceful place. But he was traveling everywhere, from one place to another place, but still he wasn't finding the happiness. Like a dog goes from door to door in search of food. In some house he get a food, in some house he get a steak, but he keeps on going from door to door in hoping that he will find a nice opulent food. So our the condition of material, like living entities, it is same like the condition of dog. So the living entities, jivas, they are also traveling from one body to another in the search of happiness. But whatever material body or jiva gets, he won't find the real happiness. Sometimes a jiva, he becomes a dog, sometimes cat, sometimes human being, sometimes even demigod, and sometimes womb in the stool. Like that, it keeps on traveling from one body to another body, but no happiness in any kind of material body. So now we have got this real human body, and so it's a biggest opportunity to make our life perfect. So human life is like a junction. So we can either go to heaven, hell, or we can go back to Godhead. So this is the biggest opportunity. And Brahmanda Brahmitikana Bhagyamani Jiva Guru Krishna Prasada Pai Bhakti Lata Bija. So the living entities who are wandering in this material world in different kinds of bodies. So in human life, if one gets an opportunity to associate with the bona fide spiritual master, and by the blessings of Krishna, so he can make the life perfect. So this is a very rare opportunity. So I was reading Canto 2, and in one of the Prabhupada writes, as soon as one comes in contact with the representative of Krishna, like bona fide spiritual master, he goes back to Godhead in this life. And Prabhupada writes, however, it depends upon the sincerity of that person. So it doesn't mean that as soon as you come in contact with the bona fide spiritual master, we go back to Godhead. Of course, we get a chance to perfect our bhakti, but it depends upon our sincerity. If we are sincere, if we endeavor from our side, if we make an effort to make our life perfect, then Krishna will help us and he will take us back to Godhead. So that's we have to give our best. And if Krishna sees that we are giving our best, then he will help us in every way. And it is also said that if we make one step closer to Krishna, so Krishna will make 1,000 steps towards us. So Krishna will help us. Even though we don't go to him quickly, Krishna will come to us. Krishna will come to us. So here Puranjana is trying to, and Puranjana, he traveled everywhere, but he did not find happiness. So in one place, so he saw Bharatvarsha, and there he saw a beautiful city, and there he saw nice trees, nice city, nice mountains, nice weather, nice garden, and he entered into that garden, and there he saw beautiful girl, and Puranjana, he got attracted to that girl so much, and to get the attention of that girl, to attract her towards him, so he was saying many flattery words to get the attention of that girl. So when I was reading this translation, I was remembering one of my school friend. So he was also used to flirt with girls so much, and he used to message the girls. He used to send like many different flattery messages, like you are more beautiful than the moon, like. And one time I remember what he wrote is so he wrote like I had a beautiful heart, but now I have become heartless. And from other side the message come, how? And he wrote, because you stole my heart. So and so if you want, I can bring the moon for you. But different things he used to write. But have you heard the Mother Yashoda bringing the moon for Krishna? Have you heard that pastime? So at one time Mother Yashoda, she was trying to make Krishna sleep, but he wasn't sleeping, and he saw the moon in the sky, and Krishna said to Mother Yashoda, I want that plaything. For Krishna, moon is plaything. I want that plaything. And but Mother Yashoda said, oh, that is moon, that is not plaything. I can't bring that moon for you. But Krishna, insisted, I want that moon, I want that plaything. And finally, Mother Yashoda, she got some trick. So what she did is she brought one bowl with full of water, and when she put on the floor, the moon it reflected on that bowl, and Krishna became very happy that Mother Yashoda got moon for me. So like in that way, maybe he can brought the moon for that girl, but in physically he can't do anything, right? So everyone so this world is revolving around the opposite sex, and in this world also people flatters others for their own benefit, like a boss make a flattery words to his employees to make him work hard, and ultimately the boss will get benefit, and the employee get only little bit. So this material world, so it means the attraction between man and woman. So man is trying to attract woman, and woman is trying to attract a man, so not knowing that they are not the body. So our real identity is we are spiritual soul. So neither we are man, neither we are woman, right? So we are spiritual. Jive ra surupa hai Krishna ra nitya das. Actually we are the part and parcel of Krishna. We are the servant of Krishna, but forgetting that relationship with Krishna, we are trying to attract the opposite gender, opposite sex. One time Prabhupada, he was walking in the street in one of the big city, and Prabhupada pointed to one of the big skyscraper, and he said, what is that skyscraper? And disciples, Prabhupada, what does it mean? And Prabhupada said, that is just an expansion of sex desire. People have made that tall skyscraper just to attract the opposite sex. So in the whole material world, so it is circling on the sex only. So recently I heard the news that I think Saudi Arabia, so they are making a 1 kilometer tall skyscraper. so bigger than Burj Khalifa. People are just in the competition to make big skyscrapers, and the whole agenda, whole purpose is to attract the opposite sex. And and people are so much attached to opposite sex, opposite gender. Husband is attached to wife, and wife is attracted to attached to husband, and husband is attached to wife. So just few weeks before we were doing book distribution in Castle Hill, so there was a kite festival, and there were people from various backgrounds, various countries, like background, and I approached one Japanese guy, and he liked the book. I showed him Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1. Then he was so happy, he was so much attracted, and on the side of that man there was his wife, and she was doing something in the pram, maybe playing with the children or something like that. I didn't notice. And the boy, he was so much attracted, but he said, I am Buddhist. I showed him the picture of Lord Buddha, there in Srimad Bhagavatam. He said, oh, I really want this book, and okay, you can take this one. And he began to talk with the wife in Japanese language. I didn't understand what he was saying, and he returned me that book, and he said, and I asked him, why you like this book, why you are not taking? And he told me, she don't want. She said no. And I said, okay, you don't take this book, and but I have another book for you. And I gave him, what is that book? Vedic India. Yeah, Vedic India. That book I gave him, and again, he looks very interested. And again, he talked something with his wife in Japanese language. And again, he returned me that book. I said, this is a nice book, you are very interested, you take this book, it will be very helpful for you. And she said no. She said no, and I tried to give him a small book also, he's not taking. And I told him, okay, you don't take the book, but you are very nice person, you can give any donation from your heart. And he secretly came little back, and in very soft voice he said, okay, I want to give you donation, but she should not know that I am giving the donation. And he gave me $10 donation, and but he didn't take any book. Like, wife told him not to take the book, although he was so much interested, he didn't take the book, right? So this is going on. This is the material world, what to say, And in Srimad Bhagavatam there comes the section where Lord Brahma, he was creating the universe. So he was trying to increase the population of the world. So at one point when he was creating, so from the backside of Brahma, there came small boys. There came small boys, and as soon as they come out from the back of Brahma, so they approached Lord Brahma for sex. And Lord Brahma, he became running, because he is a devotee of the Lord, right? So they are bad people, bad boys. So Brahma started to running, and he approached Krishna. He approached Krishna, and that time Krishna told Lord Brahma, so cast off your subtle body, cast off your bad thought, cast off your subtle body. And Lord Brahma, he cast off that subtle body, and from that subtle body, that bad thought, or you can say bad thought personified. So there it changes you to evening twilight. So evening twilight is nothing, right? But those bad boys, so they saw the evening twilight as a beautiful girl, and they started to praise her. You are so beautiful, you are like this, like here Puranjan Maharaj is praising to the girl in that garden. So in the same way, the small boys, they were praising the evening twilight, and even they started singing and dancing for her to get her attraction. But in reality, there wasn't any girl. There is just evening twilight. So this material world, so it is just like that evening twilight only. So there is no any kind of happiness. There is no any kind of peace in this world. But still, people are running in search of happiness. People are running after the illusory happiness of this world. But in real, there is no any kind of happiness. So the real happiness is in the service of Krishna only. So when we perform devotional service, when we do chanting, when we do service, when we do book distribution, when we do arati, when we sing for Krishna, when we dance for Krishna, so at that time we get a real happiness. But people, so they are living in so much illusion, so much darkness, so they are just running after that evening twilight. And the more they run after that illusory energy, they get into the bondage, and it becomes a habit. So if they don't get that thing, they'll be mad. Let's say a person who is attached to the money so much, so if money is not if he don't see big amount of money in his bank, so he become mad. So people are living a very madful life. They are getting mad after material things, so which does not fulfill the satisfaction of our heart. भोगा ऐश्वर्य प्रसक्तनाम पाया अपराहित चेतसम व्यवसायित्मक बुद्धि कुकुरु व्यवसायित्मक बुद्धि समधौन विधियाते. So bhoga and aishwarya, if the person is attached to the bhoga and aishwarya, so then what happens? The resolute determination to perform devotional service, it doesn't last long, so it doesn't exist. So even Prabhupada said, if we have even a little material desire, so we can't go back to Godhead so easily. So we have to be completely free from the material desires. And the biggest material desires here in this world is money and sex. The whole agenda, the whole propaganda of material advancement, or so-called material advancement, is revolving around the money and sex only. So how many of you have heard the liquid beauty story? Prabhupada, I think he wrote in Matchless Gift in the topic Truth and Beauty, something like. So Prabhupada gives a nice story. Prabhupada writes nice story of liquid beauty. So there was one king, and there was also a beautiful woman in his kingdom, and he was so much attached to that woman, and he wanted to enjoy her, and he was going to that girl, and he was approaching if he can enjoy her. But the woman, she was of saintly character, and she knows what is dharma, and she knows what is adharma. That's why she was rejecting him. And he kept coming every day. He was coming, and one day the woman told to the king, okay, you come after 7 days, I'll fulfill your desire. And the king was so happy. Finally it's the time I can enjoy her. And the woman, what she did, she was taking medicines for vomiting and diarrhea. Continuously for 7 days she was taking the medicines, and she was vomiting continuously, and she was passing loose stool every time, and she was keeping that vomit and the stool in the pot. In one pot she was keeping stool and in one pot she was keeping the vomit, and she wasn't eating much, so she was passing like vomit and stool, and she got so thin, and her skin it got dark, it changed to dark, and her eyes entered into the eye socket. She was looking very ugly woman now. And the king in great excitement he came to that woman, and he could not recognize her, and he asked to that ugly woman, so where is that beautiful woman? I was supposed to meet her today. And the woman told her, I am the same, I am the same woman. So you liked me so much, I am the same woman. And the king got, he was surprised. So how you are so beautiful before 7 days, but now you are so ugly? And the woman told her, I have separated the beauty from my body. Like you were so much attached to my beauty, right? So yeah, look, there in the pots, there is my beauty. And the king, he opened the pot and he saw the vomit and his stool. And at last, he came to the senses. The king, in the accession of that saintly woman, he came into the senses, and after that, he became very serious about his life. So in the same way, uh, we are attached to the illusory beauty or illusory happiness, illusory material things of this world. So like the king, by in contact with the woman, he came into the senses. So similarly, in the association of devotees, our spiritual master, we can come to the senses that we are not this body, and this material world is not for us. And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he has also said, this world is not for gentlemen. If we are gentlemen, this world is not for us. Because this world is, full of miseries. Padam padam ad vipadam. In every step of this material world, so there is danger. There is danger. Anything can happen at any moment, right? We can die at any moment. It's just a matter of time. Some people, some children, they die in the womb of mother. They cannot even see this world. Some people die after 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, not more than 100 years. So life is uncertain. We can die at any moment. So that's why we have to be very serious about our life from this point only. It doesn't don't say like I'll be serious from tomorrow, after Nityananda Tridoshi, after Gaur Purnima, after Janmashtami, after I become old. From today only, from this point, and we have to take this life very seriously, very seriously. So if we keep on running after the illusory evening twilight, so we get more addicted, and it increase more passion and karmic bondage. So I want to go to the purport. So here Prabhupada writes in purport, in conditional life, the living entity is attracted by a face, eyebrows or eyes, a voice or anything. In short, everything becomes attractive. When a man or woman is attracted by the opposite sex, it doesn't matter whether the opposite sex is beautiful or not. The lover sees everything beautiful in the face of beloved and thus become attractive. So actually, if we see from the higher perspective, so this body is just a combination of blood, stool, skin, mucus, semen. So only this kind of things, right? So there is no there is no any kind of happiness in this dead matter. So a person, he smokes a cigarette and he thinks, by smoking this cigarette I will become a happy person. But how can a smoke give happiness to that person, right? So similarly, this body is just made of material things like blood, flesh, stool, this kind of things only. So how can there be any kind of happiness in this material world? So this body is just dead matter, because the soul is inside the body. That's why we are living. So as soon as soul leave this body, so this is just a dead matter. So do you feel any kind of attraction for the dead body? No, right? Yeah. When a person die, do you feel like, oh, such a handsome boy, such a handsome girl, Do you feel like that? No, it's just a dead matter, because the soul is inside the body. That's why it is living, right? Shankaracharya, he has also said, don't get attracted to this body of flesh and blood. Get attracted to the real beauty of Govinda. That's what Shankaracharya is also saying. So we have to get out from this illusory condition of life by accepting the devotional service, by accepting the process and path shown by Srila Prabhupada. In that way we can make our life perfect. So in the last paragraph of this sloka, Prabhupada writes in purport, this condition of life is called avidya. Opposed to this avidya is real knowledge. Sri Upanishads distinguish between vidya and avidya, knowledge and ignorance. By ignorance one becomes conditioned, and by vidya, knowledge, one becomes liberated. So So people are living in this illusory condition of life. People are living in the bodily conception of life because of ignorance. Ignorance, avidya. Ignorance means lack of real knowledge. Proper writes here, lack of real knowledge. So due to the lack of real knowledge, people are living in a very, ignorance phase, in a very dark condition of life. Dark condition of life. So Prabhupada, he has given us the vidya, real knowledge, in his books. So in his books, so if we read the books, if we read the books of Srila Prabhupada, then we can get up from the illusory phase of life, illusory condition of life, and we can come to our senses. Thus, we are not this body, we are the part and parcel of Krishna. So this material world, it doesn't belong to me. Actually, I belong to the spiritual world. So that conviction comes within us if we read Srila Prabhupada's very scrutinizedly. And people are looking for a real knowledge. So if we go to YouTube, if we go to social media, there are a lot of fake news, right? Fake news. People are let's say I can put anything in social media. Maybe I don't know the truth, but I can put fake things in social media, and people, more than almost 99% people accept devotees. They are living in the ignorance only, and people believe social media, but people they don't believe the scriptures. They don't believe the scriptures. That this is the real problem of this current age. People they are ready to accept that people have gone to moon, but Shastra says it's not true. But still people believe they have gone to moon, and people even believe. Scientists they say, I will take everyone to the moon and we will settle there. And people they have so much faith on the words of scientists, so-called material ignorant scientists. But people they don't have faith on the scriptures. And if we say to people like Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill, they don't believe. How can a person he can lift the hill? People don't believe, but they believe on the words of scientists. So this is the misfortune condition of this world at the present moment. So we have to present the real knowledge to the people. That's why Prabhupada has emphasized so much on book distribution, because Prabhupada has given real knowledge in his books. So we are a devotee, we are a ISKCON devotee. So we should try to push for Srila Prabhupada missions, and we have to expand. We have to try to help Prabhupada to spread this mission to the best of our ability in whatever way we can. We may have different nature. So in whatever way we can, so we have to try to push Srila Prabhupada books and missions, because people are looking for real knowledge. So one time, few months before, we were distributing books in Starfield, and that day was a bit slow, and I was less enthusiastic, and I was even feeling I was feeling so much lethargy. I was feeling bored to speak to the people also. I was just saying, shaking the hand and just showing the books. And there was coming one lady, and I said hello, and I just showed her the book, and she was so shocked, when she saw the book, and she was so happy. She was feeling like she got a diamond in her hand, and I asked her, why you are so happy that you are getting the book? I have met many people, but they are not happy to take this book, but why you are so happy? And the girl told me, actually the girl told me she was looking for Bhagavad Gita since few months, but she wasn't getting anywhere. And she told me even she asked in all shops of Starfield if they have Bhagavad Gita, but unfortunately, so people are just after the money, so they don't keep such nice books in their shop. And she told me she asked in all the shop, but she didn't find the books. And in one Nepalese shop, she she have told her to order Bhagavad Gita for her, and the owner also he has said, okay, I will order one for you. And after a few weeks, she went to the shop to check, if they have delivered Bhagavad Gita for her. And but unfortunately, the owner said, oh, I completely forgot about that thing. And she was coming from the same shop, and as soon as she came out from the shop, I presented her Bhagavad Gita. It was like a completely shock for her. She became very happy, and she told me, I'm very happy, and she gave nice donation also, and I gave her Krishna book also. So people are looking for Bhagavad Gita. People are looking for real knowledge. They want to change their life. So that's why we have to go out. We have to go out, and we should try to present books to the people. So this is the in this way, we can help people. Let's say, there is a one child who is lost in the crowd, and he is crying, and you give him chocolate, and he eats chocolate, and after a few minutes, he again starts crying, and you will give biscuit now, and he eats biscuit, and after 5 minutes, as soon as he finishes biscuits, again he starts crying. In actual, he is crying for his mother only. He is not crying for chocolate. He is not crying for biscuits. He is crying for mother. So as soon as we take that child to his mother, so he will become happy. So his crying will stop. So similarly, so all the living entities, they are crying in this material world. So from outside, it seems like, they are crying for money, they are crying for children, they are crying for husband, wife, or whatever, But in real, they are crying for Krishna only. They are crying for Krishna only. That's why it's our duty to take the crying souls near to Krishna by distributing the books. Because in books, the Prabhupada has given everything. How to go, what is the process. Everything is there. That's why we have to present Srila Prabhupada books to the people. We should try to distribute books. In this way, we can make our life perfect, and we can help to make the life perfect of other people. So I was reading the Brihad Mirdanga book written by B.J. Prabhu. Story only I was reading, and I was reading how devotees in the USA, they used to praise. And one time, my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj, he was so that time, they were preaching for college students. And that time Maharaj, and in that time they didn't have even enough money, and they used to go so far to preach, and they didn't have money to get back to the temple, and they used to stop some vehicle in the way, and that vehicle will leave him in the middle way, and from again they used to approach the other vehicle. Like that, they used to reach to temple after a few hours. And my Guru Maharaj, he stopped one car, one like a van, and he gave a lift to my Guru Maharaj. And like Guru Maharaj, he started talking to that driver, and he told, and they had just casual things. And my Guru Maharaj asked him, so what do you like to do when you are free? And the driver said, I like chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And he started chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That unknown person, he started chanting Hare Krishna. And Guru Maharaj, pretending that he don't know anything about Krishna consciousness, he asked, who is Krishna? And the driver said, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. And my Guru Maharaj, he was shocked. And Guru Maharaj, told him about him and the temple, and he asked, how you came to know about the Krishna consciousness, how you came to know about the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the driver, he started sharing his story. So that driver, he was a watermelon lover, and he purchased one watermelon from the shop. And when he was eating, suddenly, that watermelon slipped from his hand, and it dropped in the bin. In the bin. And but that driver, he was so much attached to the watermelon, so he tried to take that watermelon from the bin for eating. And when he was taking that watermelon out, suddenly his hand reached in one book, and he completely forgot about watermelon, and he pulled out that book, and that was Bhagavad Gita, and he read that Bhagavad Gita, and he became a devotee. But he didn't know about temple. He didn't know about temple, and my Guru Maharaj told me, so I'm going to temple, you can come with me. And after that, he became a big devotee, and he contributed to our. He's contributing in our ISKCON movement in so much. He's his job was welding, welding job, and that time there was a need of welder in Radha Vrindavan Chandra temple, and that time he did all the welding things that time. So we don't know, Prabhupada books are like time bomb. It can blast at any place. The person who take the book, he may not read, but someone may end up reading the book. So I was hearing the lecture of Nabin Niradhar Prabhu, and he was saying each and every book we distribute, that will make a devotee. So one that have a potential to make at least one devotee. So we sometimes we think, we are distributing but people are not coming to temple. They will come. So book distribution is like sowing these seeds. So when we sow seed in the field, it doesn't become a plant immediately in just few days. It takes time, right? We have to keep on watering the seed, and one day it becomes a big tree, and it will give the fruit also. Similarly, we go out and we distribute books. It's like planting the seeds. So the seed, one day it will become a big tree, and it will give a nice sweet fruit. So we should try to push ourselves to preach Krishna consciousness in whatever way we can. So it's already 8:50. I want to stop here. If anybody have any comments or any questions, please feel free. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji. Pure knowledge is Jivara Swarup Hai Krishna Nityadas. Pure knowledge is the knowledge that helps us to realize that we are the part and parcel of the God. So due to the lack of real knowledge, due to the lack of that pure knowledge, people are living in ignorance state. So pure knowledge means knowledge which is pure. The knowledge that is given by Prabhupada in his books, that are pure knowledge, not mixed with anything. Not misread knowledge, not mixed up knowledge. So pure knowledge means that so the knowledge which takes us near to Krishna, that knowledge which keeps us becoming Krishna consciousness. So that is real knowledge. So when we understand that real knowledge, so we become subordinate to the God. So Krishna is the supreme master, and we are the servant of Krishna. So our duty is to serve Krishna. So that means so in my understanding, so maybe proper that means the pure knowledge, maybe Prabhu, as per my understanding. I don't know if you got all good. Yes, Hare Krishna. Sorry, okay. Yes, right. Yeah, they are crying, but still they think that they are happy, right? This is happening due to illusion only. So we should try to give them Krishna consciousness. We should try to take near to Krishna. But if they are not read it, then what we can do? So our duty is to become the instruments in the hand of Krishna. So we should try to present the real knowledge to them in a nice, proper way. But if they are not taking, then it's their loss only. But one day, they will take. Like Prabhupada, like one time I was reading the same Brihad Mirdanga book, and there one devotee writes, so he met one guy, but he was not ready to take the book, but he was so pleased by the behavior of a devotee. So he liked how he talked, how he cared for him. Still he didn't take the book, but he visited the temple, and he became a devotee later on. So we should present. We should try to present, knowledge, present the Srila Prabhupada books in a nice way, as per in the best way, whatever way we can. But if they are not taking, then it's their loss. So, but one day they will take. Like Prabhupada said, if someone they don't take the book, but they trust my book, so in the next life, the human body is guaranteed. They are giving the opportunity, right? So like last week only, we were distributing books in Barud, and there came one boy, and and I showed him Srimad Bhagavatam, and he said, first I will read. And he sat on the bench and he started reading for 5 minutes, for 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes he told me, it is not the book I was looking for, and and I knew, he's not taking the book, but I wanted to make him read, okay, don't take this book, but I have a nice small book for you, and I gave him meditation book, and he read that book for 5 minutes, and at last he said, I won't take the book, but at least he read the he read the writings of Srila Prabhupada. So by that 10-minute reading, so he don't know, but it has made a slight sense in his heart. But and one day, slowly, he will become a devotee. Maybe not in this lifetime, maybe next life. In that way, it works, Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Any question, Prabhupada? Yes, Hare Krishna, Mother. What is the last part of question, Mother? So that's why Prabhupada has introduced the system of saying Prabhu to the man and Mataji to the woman. So as soon as let's say if a man sees the woman, so here we say Mataji. So Mataji is a mother. So we should try to see all the women who come in this temple as our own mother, and all the man as the Prabhuji, master, like father. So in ritualistic way we may say Mataji or Prabhu, but still there may be some material attachments. But it's a slow, gradual process, so it doesn't come in one day, one night. So when you keep on practicing Krishna consciousness very sincerely and seriously, so one day we'll reach in that state. So of course there will be some feeling, we are in this world and we have been conditioned in this material world since millions of births. So due to that attraction for opposite sex only. So that is the main reason. So to get out from that state, it won't happen, in overnight or one day, 1 week. So it takes a time. So when we are sincere, then Krishna will help us. Tisam satata iktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhiyagam enayan upantintimi. Those who are sincere, those who are trying to practice Krishna consciousness in very sincere and serious way, then Krishna will help us. So it happens slowly. But it happens, it happens. This is guaranteed way. This is guarantee. All good, Mother? Hare Krishna. So we'll stop here. It's already 9. So Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Sri Sri Radha Gopinath Bhagwan ki, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki, Gaur Nitai ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande Prabhupada ki.